अतिथि देवो भव। भारत की अमीर सभ्यता में ये शब्द बहुत अतुल्य हैं। क्या हम इन शब्दों को वाकई में इसके मायने समझते हैं? मेरे इस सवाल का जवाब आपको इस वीडियो के अंत में मिलेगा। आज मैं आपको मिलवाने जा रहा हूँ एक साहब से जो आए थे जर्मनी से। जुलाई 2016 में भारत का भ्रमण करने के लिए वो अपने जर्मनी से इंडिया में आए, परंतु इंडिया में उनके साथ कुछ ऐसा हुआ कि वो बस यहीं कैद होकर रह गए। हिमाचल प्रदेश के कुल्लू में उनके साथ एक ऐसी दुर्घटना हुई कि वो ड्रग माफिया के चंगुल में फंस गए और प्रशासनिक और पुलिस और वहाँ की लोकल जो ड्रग माफिया थे उनके चंगुल में फंसने के बाद उनका पासपोर्ट यहीं भारत में ड्रग माफिया ने जब्त कर लिया। पुलिस ने असंवैधानिक तरीके से उनके साथ मारपीट की और वहाँ की जो पॉलिटिकल पावर्स थी वो पूरे ड्रग माफिया से संलिप्त होने के कारण वो उनकी कहीं भी सुनवाई ना हो पाई। उन्होंने इस विषय में भारत में जर्मनी के विदेश मंत्रालय, जर्मन एम्बेसी और भारत के विदेश मंत्री सुश्री सुषमा स्वराज से भी इस बारे में काफ़ी बातचीत की, परंतु उनकी कहीं पे भी सुनवाई नहीं हुई। फिलहाल सब जगह घूमने के बाद वो अमृतसर में गए। अमृतसर के जो एक वकील हैं, उन्होंने इनकी निःशुल्क सेवा की, सहायता की और फिलहाल वो अभी इस केस के रिगार्डिंग वो उनका केस लड़ रही हैं। सो मैं भारत की एक तस्वीर आप लोगों के सामने पेश करना चाहता हूँ और आप लोगों से ये उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आप इस वीडियो को अपने व्हाट्सएप पे, अपने फेसबुक पर, अपने यूट्यूब पे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करें ताकि इन साहब की जो सुनवाई है, इनकी जो सहायता हो सके, क्योंकि अभी इनके पास ना रहने के लिए ना खाने के लिए कुछ भी नहीं है। इनका पासपोर्ट, इनके पैसे, इनका लैपटॉप, इनका मोबाइल सब हिमाचल पुलिस ने जब्त कर लिया और धोखे से इनको कंगाल करके छोड़ दिया भारत की गलियों में इनको भटकने के लिए। सो मैं आप सबसे अभी मिलवाऊंगा उन साहब से और आप उनकी ज़ुबानी सुनिए उनके साथ क्या क्या हुआ और ये यहाँ तक कैसे पहुँचे। हम इस टाइम गुरुद्वारा अकाली दल साहब अहमदाबाद में हैं, जो ये साहब घूमते घूमते यहाँ पर पहुँचे और हमने इनकी जो पूरी व्यथा सुनी और उसी के अकॉर्डिंग हम ये वीडियो बना रहे हैं। हम मिलवाते हैं आपसे उन साहब को, वो बताएंगे उनके साथ क्या क्या कैसे हुआ। प्लीज़।
वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा,
वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह।
Right, what do you want me to tell?
Please tell your totally story. When you come to India, what happens to you in Kullu Manali? What your country and our government help you or not? Please discuss all about you happened in India. What's your experience?
Right.
All right.
So I came actually in February 2016. I came to India in the first place. So not to know at that time that there are quite some heavy experience will be laying ahead of me. So in July of 2016, I made my way to Kullu Manali, actually to Katagla, is not far from Kasol. So I stayed there in a guest house for about 2 months and was quite a nice place in the beginning. I made a lot of seva service. But then some very strange people actually started pouring into this guest house who was very much into drug consuming and drug trafficking, I found out. There was also a kind of a Hungarian woman who actually was heavily involved into international drug trafficking and had actually also a very heavy link to certain people from the narcotic law enforcement. So she actually organized a drug party there and 4 members of this law enforcement actually joined the party and they had a lot of fun together. So, and then a few days later, I was running into trouble with that lady because I say, it's not the right place for her to stay here. So she went very upset, and she actually turned 3 other people, who actually acting a kind of minions to her, who was also involved in this thing, against me. So I was heavily beaten up by those persons and received 3 broken ribs in that case. But seems I'm actually a low-budget traveler from the beginning on. And these women had a lot of money, so they paid the police in order to destroy all the evidence or let the whole case look the other way around, that I was the attacker, not like the victim. So to make a long story short, I've been heavily hurt. I get 3 broken ribs, but it took me about 2.5 months to actually prove that I had broken ribs because the police actually manipulated all the evidence, and there was no evidence left that I ever have been hurt in that fight. So after I came to Delhi and I was very desperate, I traveled around actually with the 3 broken ribs, and I slept in temples on the floor, but was quite painful, as you can imagine. So I met some member of the Sikh community in Delhi, and for some reason I shared my story with him. So he mentioned to me, go to Amritsar, there you get help. I say, yeah, okay, let's give it a try. So I made my way to Amritsar, and actually I put my last rupee in the golden shrine, and I prayed to the Lord, please help. So my request obviously seems to be heard. So after that, things start changing heavily. So the press came informed, interviews have been taken. I get some people who supported me. I was capable to acquire finally a CT scan who actually proved 2.5 months later that I have received 3 broken ribs in that incident. And this evidence proved indirectly that the police in Himachal actually made up all the evidence and manipulated it so that I didn't had any medical record in that way. So then we contacted Sushma Swaraj. She interfered and contacted the Himachal government, but they're kept very quiet because they obviously realized very quickly that a lot of dodgy things was going on there. So I get a lawyer as well from Amritsar. She was fighting the case, and they put some pressure on the police. The police put pressure on the opposite party in order to sign an agreement of cancellation of FRI. But I was actually never intended to sign that agreement because after I get the evidence and I was willing to fight the case and put these motherfuckers into prison because they're where they belong. Right. Not only the opposite party, also the police officers involved. But the problem was that my lawyer told me we will move the case to the High Court in Shimla. It will take probably 4 years. So I cannot stay 4 years in India because I have to leave. I have bigger fish to fry. So against my will, I actually signed this agreement of cancellation of the FRI, so that I've been capable to get my passport back. So, but since then, my advocate tried to bring the case to the court so that finally a ruling takes place. But it's only a technical matter now because there is already agreement signed by both parties. But the opposite party is playing games. They're extending the process. And now at the moment, actually, they're hiding from of the reach of my lawyer so that no appointment can be made in front of the court so that the ruling never can take place. So because they knew I'm suffering and I'm in this Gurudwara limbo, I have to change every 2 days to a new Gurudwara. I have actually no money, and that goes on since last year. So the situation are very uncomfortable, and I've been also, the opposite party also sent people after me to make very dodgy things to me. Because they're quite powerful, they have money, they belongs to an international organization. Money is not a problem for them.
Okay, sir, can you tell me the name of your advocate in the Amritsar who helped you?
Yes, the name of the advocate is Mrs. Chabba.
Mrs. Chabba.
Mrs. Chabba, yeah, and her husband, I'm mostly in touch with her husband. He's a journalist. It's Mr. Chabba.
Okay.
So I have to call every couple of days. Finally yesterday we was capable to make establishing a link over my social network.
Okay. Do you know in which session court she is doing job, Mrs. Chabba?
She's a very respected lawyer in Amritsar in general. I didn't have any further detailed information about which court she's actually working, and it's also not of my concern.
Okay. So what do you want now from our Indian government side and from your German government side? Have you contact to the embassy now?
Yeah, I have contact to the embassy, but no help can be expected from there. That was pretty much made clear to me in the beginning. And actually they knew I have no money and I have to travel around in India without ticket, because if you have no money you cannot buy a ticket. So I'm traveling in general class mostly, and I've been actually threatened from my embassy. I should not go illegally by train without ticket, because if I get arrested I will end up with them again and they have to deal with me again. They don't want that.
Okay.
So what I would like to have is that actually someone from the government may interfere in the case and bring these motherfuckers from the opposite party to the point that they actually finally go to the court, that we can solve that case, so that I can get my passport back and leave India finally.
सो आपने देखा कि इन साहब के साथ कैसे ज़्यादती हुई। हिमाचल सरकार ने, हिमाचल पुलिस ने कुछ असंवैधानिक गतिविधियों में संलिप्त होने के कारण पुलिस ने भी इनका पासपोर्ट जब्त कर दिया, इनका लैपटॉप, इनका मोबाइल फ़ोन सब चुरा लिए और इनको इनके एक एक पैसा इनसे छीन के इनको गलियों में धक्के खाने के लिए छोड़ दिया। हम भारत सरकार के उन मिनिस्टर्स से अपील करते हैं, श्रीमती सुषमा स्वराज जी से इनकी बात हुई है बट उन्होंने इसके रिगार्डिंग इनकी कोई सहायता नहीं की। और हिमाचल प्रदेश से भी हम अपील करते हैं कि कृपया इन भद्रपुरुष की आप सहायता करें। और इंडिया के जो मशहूर जो पत्रकार हैं जिनकी ड्यूटी है कि हिंदुस्तान और दुनिया में कहीं भी कुछ असंवैधानिक या किसी के साथ गलत होता है तो वो उनके लिए आवाज़ उठाएं। हम उन सभी वरिष्ठ पत्रकारों से ये अपील करते हैं कि ये हमारे मेहमान हैं और कृपया इनकी सहायता कीजिए ताकि ये कहीं ऐसा ना हो कि ये भारत की गलियों में ऐसे घूमते फिरते और यहीं मर जाएं।
हमारे साथ भी हो कि कल हमारे साथ ना हो ऐसा।
हाँ, और यहाँ ये बात बतानी बहुत ज़रूरी है कि जब हमारे लोग बाहर जाते हैं तो वो लोग हमारे साथ बहुत अच्छा बिहेव करते हैं और हमारी भी ये ड्यूटी बनती है कि हमें इन जैसे लोगों की यहाँ पर आएँ और सहायता करें। सो एक बार फिर से अपील है भारत के उन वरिष्ठ पत्रकारों की, उन NGOs से रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं, भारत सरकार से, जर्मन सरकार के विदेश मंत्रालय से हम ये सहायता की मांग करते हैं कि कृपया इनकी जो केस की छानबीन है वो उच्च स्तरीय पर हो। भारत के पत्रकार इस मामले को, इस मुद्दे को शीघ्र उठाएं ताकि इनकी जो सहायता हो सके और इन्हें प्रॉपर जो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया और गवर्नमेंट ऑफ जर्मनी की तरफ से जो कानूनी सहायता इनको मिले ताकि अतिथि देवो भव ये सिर्फ बोलने के शब्द नहीं, हम इन शब्दों को वाकई में सार्थक कर सकें। धन्यवाद।